Live, live, live. What's happening, beautiful humans? All right. It has been a day. Let me tell you, never have I been more grateful to have access to our technology and the amazing things that we do here in inHarmony. Trade wars have you stressed and anxious? They certainly do for me and Dom. Actually, that's not true. But here's what I can tell you. Dom and I are committed to bringing you the best product at the lowest possible price while we obviously sustain our business and make sure that we have the power and the strength to grow and to continue to invest in more product. And I got to tell you, I'll give a quick shout out to my business partner, Dom, one of the most level-headed, competent, and incredible business partners I've ever had. And today we've been having discussions about tariffs and what that means for us, because as I've mentioned in weeks past, I have a container, which, as you'll see below, loaded up on March 29th. I got that information just after I did my live on Friday, and it got loaded on March 29th, and it's floating its way towards the Port of Long Beach. And nobody seems to know how much it's going to cost me when it gets here. So trade wars got you stressed? Let's talk about that. So here's what we know as of right now. So as of right now, I'm recording this at 6:11 p.m. on Tuesday, April 8th. And as of 12:01 a.m. tonight, 104% tariff goes into effect on goods imported from the country of origin where we manufacture. Here's my promise to you. All inventory that's in our warehouse right now is priced at the current retail price. If I pay 104% tariff, then obviously we might have to make some adjustments to pricing. I don't know if that's the case yet. And I'm not saying I'm increasing my prices. So please don't misconstrue or clip or misunderstand what I'm saying. I'm simply saying we strive to offer the lowest possible price and the highest quality goods to create the most amount of value. And as of right now, if things go like they're going to go in the next 7 hours, again, none of this matters until my container actually arrives at the port, until we actually pay duty and we actually know what that tariff is going to be. So fingers crossed that all this stuff gets worked out and our countries and government get it all sorted. I'm a huge fan of 0% reciprocal tariffs. And I got to tell you, I see a lot of good things happening without getting political. Just from an inHarmony manufacturing and distribution perspective, I see a lot of good things unfolding. And I'll just leave it at that. So here's my commitment to you. I don't know exactly what's going to happen. I go live every single week as transparent as I possibly can, and I'm going to continue to do so. And you will get the latest and greatest update. Here's my promise. The 16 of you that have already paid for your inHarmony Sound Lounge 1, it's actually the only product that as of right now impacts my profitability, because all 16 of those have been paid for already and not received yet. So I don't know what my final cost is, landed duty paid for those Sound Lounge 1s. You all paid what you paid, and I'm not coming back to you for more money. So that's my commitment to you, each and every one of you that have made your investment, that has an order that's in place. I told you it was payment in full to secure and lock in your price. Your price is your price. My profitability is my profitability, and that's that. So for all 16 of you that have a Sound Lounge 1 that you're waiting on, I'm not coming back to you for a price increase. That's not my style. It's not happening. The remaining inventory, as I'm going to outline here, and I outline every single week, is going to be priced at the exact same price that it's priced at. This new container, once we know what it's going to cost, I will then know if I need to increase the price or not. So if you're interested in making a purchase and you're sitting on the sidelines, now would be a great time, especially if it's a product that's in stock. Let's just leave that there. So if you're thinking about making a purchase, and many of you have been making purchases, now's a great time to make your purchase, lock in your price, because today's pricing is today's pricing for the remainder of the inventory that I have left. And then we will see exactly what this is going to cost and exactly what's going to happen when the dust settles. And the dust is far from settling as far as I'm concerned. We still have 2 weeks until this container gets here. So let's see how things shake out. Inventory in our warehouse. 0 inHarmony Sound Lounge 1s. The original Sound Lounge 1 has been sold out. I have 16 pre-orders, and I have 16 coming into my next container. I have 18 in my next container, which is in production as we speak. I don't have a ship date yet. And frankly, all this tariff stuff, we'll see exactly what's going to happen over the course of the next few days. And we'll go from there. Again, I will update you week in, week out when I know more about when and how everything is coming. 0 Sound Lounge 2s replaced by the Sound Lounge 3. I have 21 inHarmony Sound Lounge 3s in my warehouse. I have 63 coming in the next container. I have 65 inHarmony massage tables in our warehouse as of right now. I have 7 inHarmony practitioner 2s, 59 coming in our next container, 7 in our warehouse right now. 142 black inHarmony meditation cushions, 52 light gray fabric, 83 beige inHarmony meditation cushions, and I have 10 of each of those coming in my next container. 178 inHarmony headphones, 1,000 that are going to be flown here in the next week or two. That could be influenced by our tariff. We'll see how that goes. 1,066 inHarmony eye masks in my warehouse as of right now. So again, what's in inventory right now, I'm telling you right now, is going to be priced as it's priced. Thank you, Devin. I appreciate you, my brother. I hope you're feeling better. That's whatever inventory I just listed, that's what's in our warehouse, and that is the price, and that is where we're going right now. Our next container was loaded on a vessel March 29th. Still waiting on the exact delivery date. I'll have more information on that in the coming days and weeks. We will ship our pre-orders. What's looking like having those back orders and pre-orders shipped by, I'm guessing, the last week, second week of May. inHarmony Media, music meditations and apps. I have 223 music meditations in our app. I just gave this update on Friday. 741 Hertz Volume 2 is next. And the inHarmony original Solfeggio frequency music meditations that I told you we took off of YouTube and Spotify. They were supposed to re-release tomorrow. We had some glitches in the recordings that we sent out, so we are remastering those today, and those are going to be sent out. It's delayed, not by very long, but it is delayed. I'll have another update for you on that next week when I return. inHarmony Science and Research. I mentioned on Friday that we are launching the largest vibroacoustic study, or what will become, I think, the largest vibroacoustic study. And that's going to be ready to go tomorrow. My team is creating a sign that you're going to be able to print and put up next to your inHarmony hardware so that we can start collecting data by as many people as possible and dumping data in with the pre and post survey. To say I'm excited is an understatement. I'm really excited about the science and research that we're doing. Many of you have been waiting for my inHarmony certification course, and all I can tell you is that this is the most difficult thing I've ever done. Y'all see me in front of the camera. I go live, I talk, I make videos. I look at myself as very good in front of the camera. I'm very proud of my presence on camera. And I got to tell you, recording this course has been one of the most daunting and difficult things I've ever done. I am re-recording many of the modules with a different light and a different perspective. I'm taking off tomorrow through Sunday. As I'm going to mention, I'm going down to Cabo for an EO Forum retreat, which has been planned for months. And when I get back, I'm going to take an entire day to film all 8 of the modules, I believe. It's something like 40 videos, 50 videos, something like that, 5, 6, 4 to 8 minute modules. So all of that's going to be redone and resubmitted. And again, a little bit of a delay, but I know it's going to be worth it. I expect that to be done by April 30th. I mentioned on Friday, I had my first conversation with Digital Craig. It was awesome. Hey, Jen was actually down today, so I wasn't able to play with it earlier today, but it's a phenomenal resource, and I'm really excited about that. You can now listen to our email newsletters. That's effective, and it's been going out. Hopefully you all are. I haven't checked the playback to see if anybody's actually clicking on it, but that's very exciting. On the events front, I mentioned I'm off to Cabo in the morning. I need a vacation more than anybody. I'm actually pretty excited to sit back and maybe not watch the news cycle as often as I have been, just because I think the next 5 days are going to be pretty back and forth as far as what happens with these tariffs. And again, I'll have a better update for you next week when we know more. May 6th and May 7th, I am filming Office Hours Season 8. It's the second half of filming, which I'm super pumped to get back together with the family. You've seen that Office Hours Season 7 episode. My first episode just rolled out. I have a second episode in Season 7. And check out the newly redesigned Office Hours page. Go to iaminharmony.com, hit the search icon in the top right. That is a site-wide search. Type in Office Hours. It'll bring you straight to that page. Our marketing team has done a phenomenal job on our website. I mentioned we've been updating it. We just put vertical videos. We are now taking all of our social media vertical videos and embedding them directly on our website. My team, let me tell you something. They are phenomenal. and absolutely amazing. The amount of effort that's going into this website, curating these videos. All of our FAQs now have videos that we've shot and edited. Those are going to be uploaded. In fact, they've already been uploaded, but new versions are going to be uploaded tomorrow. Our About Us page has been redesigned with now videos about each of our core values and our niche and a lot of the business planning that we do. We've shot video content to tell you about. So I highly recommend going to check out the Office Hours page, the About Us page, our FAQ page. It all has updated vertical videos. I'm really proud of the work that we're doing right now. I'm really proud of our team. They're absolutely fantastic. And then the next big event that we have is going to be November 2nd through the 6th, Positive Prime, which is all about positive psychology. I'll have a lot more about this event. I actually just spoke to Kim Serafani this afternoon, and we're going to have a lot more info, both for attendees as well as exactly what my role is going to be and a movie that they're shooting. And there's going to be an awful lot that's happening down there as well. All right. For those of you that made it 11 minutes, I'm just going to share with you a quick story of how valuable our music meditations and our hardware is for me. And I'm going to share a little bit about what was one of the most hectic weekends I think I've ever had. For those of you who don't know, my daughter was born on April 3rd, 2020. Today is April 8th. Her birthday was on Thursday. On Wednesday of last week, the sewage in my house backed up. I've been having plumbers come. I've been having guys to jet wash out our main sewer line underneath our house. We live on a septic. I had 2 birthday parties over the weekend. First of all, Thursday, we had a little dinner just for us. Friday, my daughter was at school. When she came back, my entire garage was basically turned upside down. They were digging into a pipe. They had to do full-on construction with dust, which gets everywhere. My garage is like an extended storage unit for me with all my Burning Man gear, travel equipment, and all that. To say that was stressful, moving everything out, and then having them do the work, and then having them make the repair, and then only to have the jet guy come that night at like 8 p.m. He didn't leave here until 10 p.m. And that whole thing finished up with him telling me that my septic needs to be pumped like as soon as possible. And he's surprised they didn't back up my entire house. So I'm calling Las Vegas Septic at 9 o'clock at night. They showed up at 10 a.m. the next morning, which was awesome. Huge shout out to Bright Pipes, to R&R Heating and Plumbing. These guys are amazing. Shout out to Las Vegas Septic showing up the next day. I'm like, obviously this would all happen on my daughter's birthday. What time can you be here? He was like, we'll be there first thing in the morning. The guys will be done by 10 a.m. I was like, that's awesome. Because at 10:05, I left to go to Party City to host 20 kids and 30 parents at the park for my daughter's birthday. Then we got back late that night. Everything was ready to be put back. We actually did that Sunday morning, and then we hosted probably 20 or 30 people here, family, so that we're not intermixing the school friends and the family friends. Anyway, 2 parties, hosting 2 events. While all this was happening, my daughter had one of the biggest breakdowns she's ever had Sunday morning, about 30 minutes before everybody showed up. And as we were talking down through that, figuring out exactly what's going on, a lot of energy around her birthday, a lot of energy around hosting, a lot of nerves around that, I put on our extended music meditations. Needless to say, I've been doing sound lounge sessions every night before I go to bed. I've been doing sound lounge sessions in the morning as a way for me to just breathe through this life that is lifing hard all around. By the way, all the while, tariffs and the news feeds and trying to figure out what's happening with manufacturing. And to tell you I've been managing a lot would be an understatement. And to tell you that I feel great about it is really what the storyline is all about. And I am eternally grateful. By the way, Sunday morning, as my daughter started to calm down a little bit, we put on our extended music meditations throughout the entire house. And I mean, a switch went off in her that she immediately calmed down, smiled, laughed, and we had a beautiful event. The entire party, we had a DJ booth set up outside, and inside the house where the girls were playing, I had music meditations playing all day. And everybody who walked in the house was like, this is so surreal. It's so calm. It's so wonderful. Anyhow, I hope y'all are streaming our music meditations. I hope y'all are using our sound lounges and technology on a regular basis, because it has made such a profound difference in my life, which is why I am so grateful to be able to do this and share this with each and every one of you. So anyway, a little excerpt. I never took open the camera. I have plenty of video footage of my pipes getting cleaned out. I've got carnal knowledge now of how the sewage system works in my house. And it was one heck of a weekend. So on top of all the phone calls, all the messages, getting ready for this trip to Cabo, doing all the different things, hosting for my daughter's birthday, the hoops that we jump through as parents to make sure these experiences are amazing for our friends and our family, and most importantly, our children. I don't know why we stress ourselves out so much, but I am eternally grateful for our technology and our equipment. I'm going to let you go. I appreciate you. Thank you for all you do to support our brand. Thank you for the likes. Thank you for the shares. Thank you for the comments. Thank you for the tags. Most importantly, I hope you have an absolutely spectacular day.